Hello, I'm raising money for a new charity now. If you couldn't quite guess which one it was from the subtle clue that was just on the screen, here it is again. That is too subtle actually, isn't it? I'll just tell you. I'm trying to raise money for Leukaemia and Lymphoma Research. The work they do saves lives by developing new treatments for both leukemia and lymphoma, and they're striving towards creating cures for these types of blood diseases. I'm going to tell you a bit more about leukemia and lymphoma now, what they are and what they do, because I think it's massively important that if you do choose to help, whether that be a donation or simply just telling someone about the amazing work that the charity does, that you know the massive positive impact that you could be having on a lot of people's lives. Leukemia and lymphoma are both classified as cancers. A cancer is defined as a disease caused by an uncontrolled division of abnormal cells in a part of the body. In leukemia's case, this part of the body is the bone marrow, which is the soft spongy bit in the middle of your bones, and this is where all of your new blood cells are produced. Millions and millions of new blood cells are produced every minute in your bone marrow. In this blood cell production that goes on in your bone marrow, there's three main types of blood cells that are produced. There's red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets. Red blood cells are the ones that carry oxygen around your body to anywhere that needs it. White blood cells fight off infections and pathogens as they come into your body to stop you from becoming ill from any disease that they may cause. And your platelets are hugely important because they're what stop you bleeding when you get a cut. Basically, they all gather around the wound and stick together, forming a thick clot, which eventually becomes a scab to stop you from bleeding. However, for people suffering with leukemia, the white blood cells, the ones that are supposed to fight off infections, are not produced properly in the bone marrow. And not only are they not produced properly, but a huge number of them are produced. And these abnormal white blood cells are a lot less efficient at fighting off infections, and some are completely inefficient at fighting off infections. So as you can probably guess, this means that people who suffer from leukemia are a lot more likely to become ill from diseases that normal white blood cells would be able to fight off. And these diseases can actually be life-threatening because without them white blood cells to keep the virus or bacteria in check, or to actually completely fight off that bacteria or virus, then the disease that they're causing can thrive. Not only that, but because the ratio of abnormal white blood cells to red blood cells to platelets is so high in favour of the abnormal white blood cells, a sufferer of leukemia can become anemic. And this is caused because there's not enough red blood cells carrying oxygen around the body, and it can cause dizziness, shortness of breath and general discomfort, which obviously isn't very nice. And to make things worse, because of the ratio I just mentioned, there's a very low number of platelets in a person suffering from leukemia's blood as well, which means it's very dangerous for them to injure themselves, because if they bleed internally or externally, it could be extremely slow to clot and may not clot at all, causing them to bleed out and ultimately die. So that's basically what leukemia is and what it does, and I know it all sounds massively depressing, but that's because it is, which is why I want to destroy it, and I would love it if you would help destroy it with me. So what's next? First, let me thank you for watching this video, because by watching it you have already helped me raise awareness for leukemia and lymphoma research. As you've probably noticed, I didn't talk about lymphoma. That will be in the part 2 video, so look out for that, and after that the part 3 video where I tell you how we're already fighting back against blood cancers. But for now, if you really want to help, go have a look at Leukaemia and Lymphoma Research's website and tell someone about the great work that the charity's doing. And if you want to support that work financially, then please do make a donation either on their website or you can do it on my Just Giving page. Thank you very much again for watching.